Hi, Hugh Jones here, aka Fox Control, and welcome back to my home studio. Today we're going to be taking a look at the electribe sampler by Korg. I've been using a lot of hardware samplers lately and really going on this journey. Prior to that, I was just doing everything on my DAW in Ableton, and I was really asking myself, why would I step back and use a limited hardware unit? Why aren't I doing things in the computer? And I really think that there's a few key elements here at play. The first is I came from a more traditional musical background of playing guitar, and the hardware sampler to me resembles more of an instrument. So you've got an interface that you can interact with, and by interacting with it you'll find that it behaves in really specific and certain ways, and each hardware sampler has its own characteristics. Second of all is those characteristics. Each hardware sampler has its own sound characteristics as well, and I think that's really important and what people chase. It's the same way you might like the sound of a band that has 2 or 3 different guitar players in it. Each guitar player has a different sound, and when you're producing, by inputting different sounds, so not everything's just coming straight from your DAW, is really important, and I think it's a really big factor in making your sound and your productions more interesting. Another point that I would like to make, which is really relevant to professionals, semi-professionals or enthusiasts, is that a hardware unit is something that you can buy and sell. So you can buy one, you can get what you want out of it, and you can trade it again. If you hold it for long enough, you might even make money on the sale, and I think that's really interesting. I think a lot of software, if it's not cracked, you generally, I'm not really seeing second-hand software for sale on Marketplace or Gumtree at the moment. So as far as an investment goes, physical hardware, is probably a step up on the software. With Korg's Electribe sampler, I'm not really getting a strong sense for sequencing and using it for that side of production. But what this interface gives me is a really strong leaning towards sound design. And I'm having fun just pulling sounds from it. You've got a lot of really key controls sitting on the surface here. The dials have a nice bit of resistance. This modulation dial is a beautiful little stepped pot. What I am finding is that this touchpad here is super sensitive and super musical. So what we'll do today is use this unit for its strength, and that's the sound design. I'm just going to sample a bunch of sounds. We'll go on a tone hunt, and we'll just put all these sounds into Ableton, and then we'll build a track from that. So I think this is a really fun way to start building original sounds. You're not downloading sounds from Splice that everyone else is using. You're not using presets in your soft synth that everyone else is using. Let's just go on a hunt. We'll get a new sound, and we'll just find a new way to use it, and then we'll start building up our own sound. Actually, another interesting thing someone said to me once is people generally feel happy about their productions and the way they're making music when they think they sound like someone else. So maybe if you're not completely happy with how you're sounding because you've got no reference point, that could be an indicator that you're on the right track. I don't know, just throwing it out there. Anyway, let's dive into this. Awesome, so let's let the tone hunt begin. I'm going to set a couple of parameters just so it makes it quicker for me to run through for my creative process. I'm going to stick to 16 sounds, and they're going to be sounds like a kick, a snare, a bass sound, a hi-hat sound, a percussion sound, like a sound effects, maybe something melodic, maybe something chordal, and we'll go from there and see what we can get out of this unit. So straight away, I like that kick. Aha, I love this sound. It's got that really like 8-bit kind of. Nice. What else have we got? Oh yeah, that's a cool clap that we can layer straight away. Let's keep that for a big sub drop. Oh yeah, there your Fairlight stab. You've got a cymbal sound. Maybe not. Don't mind that stick. I wonder if I can tune that there. I like this pad for getting these cool rolls. So just then I actually got a couple of really nice audio surprises. Not only was I recording direct from the unit through these SSL VHD DIs, but I was also getting a reamp signal from this Neumann U67 that I'm using for my voice here, coming from my studio monitors. So I was recording direct and reamping at the same time, and what I did was I resampled those both together, so I'd have this sound which has a room sound as well as the DI sound. It's just a little bit more interesting. It has a little bit more of a complex sound structure to each sample. And then I found a lot of really cool accidents. So this, for example, was just flicking through the sounds one after the other. I hope you've been enjoying the track in this video. Every sound came from the electribe sampler. I didn't sequence it on the sampler. I don't feel like that's its strong point, this machine's strong point. What I did was I just turned the preset dial, found a sound that I like, and just started messing with the sound till I got to somewhere original, somewhere new, sampled it into Ableton, and I sequenced it all up in my DAW, and blam, there you go. So every sound from this machine. Look, I hope you've enjoyed our little sampling session and tone hunt on Korg's Electribe sampler, and if you want more information on this unit, head over to www.musoscorner.com.au and I'll put a link to this unit in the description as well. I hope you start to think about hardware and think about the possibilities that it can offer you, if not just a good investment. And as always, happy music making.